Okay, my people, now it's time for some of these bacon wrapped hot dogs my family loves so much. Cooking them a little different this time than I did last time I did them. Um, what I'm doing now, instead of letting the griddle be already up to temp and then put them on there, I'm actually putting them on there as the griddle gradually builds up to temperature. But they're pretty fun to make. Simple, good for parties, game day, whatever. But as I said, everyone in my household seems to love them. So let's just listen to that sizzle a little bit and see what happens. Uh, I used to also use toothpicks to hold the bacon on. I didn't do that this time. Generally, once the bacon starts to cook, the bacon usually stays wrapped around the hot dogs pretty good. But like I said, I'm not against using toothpicks. I just didn't do it this time. And also with these, just like cooking any normal hot dog or sausage on the griddle, just remember to roll them over so that each side will get cooked. And I'm not really concerned about the hot dog itself being cooked. I'm more concerned about the bacon because the hot dog is going to generally, cook pretty fast. And the cool part about this is the hot dog doesn't necessarily have to directly touch the griddle to cook. But that bacon, that's the main concern right now. And you can't have any kind of hot dog without onions. So I diced up some onions, and well, some of them are diced up, some of them are just kind of quarter sliced up. But gotta have that on the hot dog. So I'll put them over to the side there, let them cook down a little bit. Of course, my temperature on all of this is bare minimum. I can't think of any time where I've used this Blackstone where I've actually had to turn the temperature up to its highest. Generally, very low. Low and slow is the way you should be cooking on these. And sometimes it's hard for me to do because my family actually, is usually kind of rushing me. Hurry up, let's eat. Hurry up, let's eat. And I'm like, low and slow does it. But even being low and slow on this, it doesn't take long. Like if I was to go in my kitchen and cook this, like on a regular stove in a pan or a skillet, it would take a little bit longer. But this here, it doesn't take long at all, even when you have it on low. Listen to the sizzle and also the dog barking in the background. You can see I also use the spray oil. Sometimes I use beef tallow, sometimes olive oil, depending on what I'm cooking. This time I just chose to use the spray. Make sure it's not sticking. And I didn't actually show it, but before I put the hot dogs and bacon and the onions, I actually sprayed the entire griddle down with this, so nothing would stick. And of course, from the bacon, there's going to be a little bit of oil, a little bit of grease coming from that. So that helps out also. Now you see me going down with the buns. I'm not going to leave the buns down on here that long. Just enough to toast the edges of them a little bit and get them off. And look at this awesomeness right here. That's what they should look like right there. Now the ones in the middle, I probably have to roll those over a little bit. Onion, cook down good. buns, toasted just enough. I don't want them too toasted. But see those three or four in the middle? Right there, I'm going to have to roll those over a little bit and make sure all sides are cooked pretty well. And here's the final result with the hot dog on the buns, with the onions on top. I have a few extra hot dogs over there. I have more buns in the house that those can go on, but yeah, looking pretty good. Smelling pretty good at this point too. I don't know if you can see the steam a little bit, but these are nice. And here we were actually getting there to dress it a little bit more. Onions on there. Man, this is gonna be fun to eat. I'm putting some chili. You don't necessarily have to put chili on yours. Some people don't like chili on their hot dogs. They just like the hot dog with mustard. But I decided to eat some chili with this, and it's a little more filling. And honestly, you really don't need no more than 2 of these, and you should be full. There we go at the shredded cheese. Look at that. Yeah, and that's pretty much all I have for you today. I'm getting ready to top it off with some sour cream and onion potato chips. And as always, get ready, stay ready. God bless.